I know it's hard for a lot of people to believe that I did what I did, like it was for Michael Porter when he was crucified over, not being a part of the WWE. He hadn't done the house shows or whatever, and we worked so hard to prove for him that he did. We called up different wrestlers to prove that he did. We took video footage of him. We posted that. Geez, I mean, what do you got to do? What have I got to do to prove to people that I did what I did? The stuff is there. The proof is there. Look it up. And do the same thing for Bob, and do the same thing for people who try to tell you they did this stuff, because a lot of people choose to look at it as nothing. And it really irritates me. They'd rather talk about some boyfriend they had 2 years ago who did fuck all in his life, rather than give you credit for doing anything. It's just irritating. This is another archive in the Jonathan Clarke legacy that I hope you all listen back to. Because I'd say this show has given me more memories than any show. And I've had more fans follow me because of this show. I mean, what more have I got to do to prove that I'm a good person? I take pictures with kids. I take pictures with babies dressed up as Batman. I mean, nobody else out there puts off a good show like I do in the way of a character. I use the leather jackets and the pictures. I do everything to back up the claims, but it seems like you can never, ever prove to anybody that you did what you did. It's just so sad.
Oh, definitely. Definitely is something there.
I hope that if one thing is ever taken from anything that I've ever done or ever put together for anybody, is that I really, really loved what I did. I loved what I did, and if I don't ever come back to the radio, at least I hope that somebody takes something from it. The one thing that I hope you do take from it is that I did it all because I loved it, and I did it all because people listened, and I really was who I said I was. I wasn't a liar. I wasn't somebody who came on and had to go by some stage name. I went by my legitimate name, my shoot name. You look me up in a database, that's my name. I am how old I say I am. I interviewed the people that I said I interviewed. I did what I said I did. I mean, you can't be no more real than that. And that's something that I hope everybody takes from it. Just as you are a real person who does this network every day, and just as you, as somebody else who tries, is a real person. That's something that I just hope everybody remembers. And I like to think people do. I really do. And who knows, maybe I do belong in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, but I know it's never going to happen, just as I know it's not going to happen for me in Disney, where I should be. I should be in the Disney Hall of Fame, but I'm not. And I should be. How life takes an unfortunate turn for many of us. The trials and tribulations of life. I don't know if I'll ever understand them.
Yeah, I hear you where that goes.
But like I've always said, Bob, the most attractive man is the most attractive man. And he touched the lives of everybody. And I'm just thankful for the opportunity that I had, that I was given to be able to do this. And that's why I said, I said I was coming back to help celebrate my birthday. I did come back again.
Yep, there you go.
This is an archive that everybody remembers, and I'm hoping again sometime in the summer that I will be back again. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to do some more specials. Maybe Jonathan Clarke Remix 2 will be one that we'll do again, or the Top 40, which is something I'm contemplating doing, although it would take us probably 3.5 hours to do it. I don't know how much time we're allotted on here each time we have a slot, but I would bring back the Top 40 countdown if I knew I had enough time to go through the Top 40 songs and had somebody to host it with. I might do that. There's a lot of different things. What kind of Jonathan Clarke special would you guys like to see? That's an opinion we could probably throw up in the chat room. Bob can let me know eventually. Would you like to see something where we go back through the 90s and talk about all 90s stuff, play 90s music, the Top 40 countdown? Do you want another remix special? What do you want done? Do you want another Christmas special? That was a good one. The Christmas one was awesome. I listened to the archive of that so many times. It was unbelievable. We did it on Christmas night at, what was it, 9:30 or 10:30 or something Eastern time, and we got so much publicity from that.
Oh, yeah, man. It was, like I said, good stuff.
we had really good stuff, and that's the thing about these Jonathan Clarke specials. They're good. They're good. They're some of the best specials in the world because it's all pre-done. All the graphics and everything are done. I got a graphic made that I'm going to be using to put this one up on YouTube that has Ariana Grande on it, has Anna Kendrick on it, has Selena Gomez on it, Demi Lovato. Again, going back to how I promote the hell out of everything that I do, I'm going to be sending Bob that graphic later on today before I get out of here so he can see the graphic that I made that I'll be using on YouTube. And that's the thing, I put it out on YouTube for people to hear. I do a lot of stuff, and I don't regret having done it, but I just wish more people wouldn't think I was such a bad person. He's this, he's that, I know I've made a lot of mistakes. I know I have. But I don't think there are mistakes that people should hold me down for. And I'm sorry that people had to go through what they did in life. I'm sorry that people had to be treated the way that they were treated. And they feel like they have to tell somebody that. And when you start talking about your career, they say, I thought we were talking about something else. But this is what I've done for 16 years. How can I talk about anything else when this is what I've done? I can't talk about anything else. I wish I could. But I can't.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us, yeah. The trials and tribulations of relationships and stuff I'll never understand. And Bob, you know your trials and tribulations of relationships. You have been through difficult relationships. You had people fake their own death on you and everything. Fuck's sake.
Man.
People will do anything just for attention. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I mean, I think everybody is a wonderful person. I think everybody is an exceptionally good person. And I think that anything is possible if you just put your mind to it. I really do. And I just hope that if anybody ever takes anything from me, it's that I believed in all of you, and I know that you can do something. I know that you can get somewhere in life, and I know that you can just make something of yourself. And I just don't want people to think I'm a bad person, Bob. That's all.
Yeah, I think people got to see the other part of you too. I mean, I remember people always thought you were that guy with the ego that had to be the most attractive man.
Yeah, that quickly went to crap, didn't it? That quickly was unveiled once I had everything happen to me the way that it did. And I was going to eventually do it anyway. I was going to come clean on it all anyway. But the thing about the most attractive man character is he gave me the opportunity to entertain people. That was why I created him. That's why I made him the way that I did, and I developed the character traits for him the way that I did. And I did the little segments, and I did all the interviews I did from 1999 up until at least 2008, 2009, which was the best years of my career, probably the first 10. And then the most attractive man just kind of took a back seat to everything else that was going on, and then Jonathan Clarke debuted on the radio. And you got to see who I was really. And you're going to hear more of me and for really who I am. You might hear the most attractive man character again sometime. But, the shoot interviews that I do are pretty good. And this is the first one I've done in 2015. Who knows what you're going to hear next?
True. No, you're right about that. So, I mean, people are, I think people, got to look for what's coming up next and be willing to put up with it.
Who knows where you're going to hear Jonathan Clarke again, guys? Keep listening because you never know what's going to happen. Again, my Facebook is facebook.com/HEW Entertainment. You can follow me on Twitter at Jonathan Clarke 1. Watch me on YouTube at Jonathan Clarke 22 with over 56,000 channel views. And I am on Google Plus at HEW Entertainment. And you'll hear from me again. This is not the end because you never know when, where, and how. More importantly, how Jonathan Clarke is going to pop up. It's not the end of specials, and you have not heard the last of me. I might go away, but I'm still out there, and like all of you, I'm still listening.
I hear you there. And with that being said, we're going to put an end to the show here. There is no Friday show here on Wacko in the Morning, so people will not be seeing us truthfully until Tuesday, actually. So Memorial Day, I'll be taking that off to celebrate that. That'll be that's actually a day where I actually go to my father's gravesite where he's buried. He's actually buried on a military ground, so I will be going there on Memorial Day.
Cool thing is, too, your dad is still listening to you, Bob, just as mine is. No matter, the thing is about your dad and my dad, they love the show.